Now that I am no longer a teacher, thank God, I can finally say the things that have been on my mind all school year. Okay? As somebody that taught high school and basically educating our new young adults, we should all be scared. Every last one of us should be scared. These kids cannot read, they cannot write, there is no type of comprehension skills, no type of critical thinking. They cannot do anything on their own. They expect everything to be taught to them. Well, I won't even say taught. They expect everything to be given to them. So, in my class, we did this thing where I made them write once a week. So, they would have some type of assignment where they would have to write at least a paragraph, meaning 5 sentences. 5 sentences. The amount of assignments that I got in with 1 sentence, 2 sentences, the amount of complaints I got where with the whole 5 sentences, that's too much, that's too much. Can we do three? Can we do three? Isn't three considered a paragraph? Oh, baby. We are in for a wild ride, y'all. Every assignment that I gave them, I kid y'all not. I kid y'all not. Every assignment that I gave them, there was a student that came to, several students that came to my desk and made me walk, asked me to walk them through the entire assignment, the full, whole thing. But genuinely, the truth of the matter is everybody is failing these kids. Everybody. The school board, with all these different rules, they're failing these kids. The principals or admin altogether, they're failing these kids, and they're failing the teachers because they're basically telling us that we had to just pass a child along just to keep these graduation numbers up. So everybody, like everybody. Oh, and don't get me started on the parents. Like, I would call and say, hey, your child is failing. And the first thing is, well, why didn't I know about this? Probably because you didn't answer the phone. Probably because you didn't get or you didn't respond to my emails. On top of that, you have 24-hour access to Power School. When I tell y'all it is horrible, like the parents that are here now are not the parents that we had growing up. My parents checked my Power School weekly. Weekly. And still to this day, my brother just graduated high school a few weeks ago, and still to this day, his grades were checked. Everybody's grades were checked. So, unfortunately, it's not these kids' faults. I mean, yeah, they're lazy, but like, what are you supposed to do when all you got to do is tell your mama, well, she failing me, and the school board is going to accommodate that parent? Like, it's crazy, y'all. We should be very scared for our new nurses, our new doctors, our new everybody. These colleges are going to have to start lowering their requirements. They're going to have to start lowering the fact, or just lowering everything, because the way that stuff is going now, the amount of kids that are going to come into these schools and they cannot read, they cannot write, they cannot do anything without AI. We should be scared. We should really be scared.
I'm very scared. And to be honest, I've been that way for a while now because I saw it coming. The perpetual dumbing down of thinking, beginning with emails, then instant messages, then, everything just, the technology faster and faster, but by the same token, us losing, not using our minds, our brains to think, to analyze, I saw it years ago. And it's all fun and games. Because somebody said, y'all act like this is the first generation that didn't want to do papers and blah, blah, blah. It's completely different. Yeah, we were lazy. We didn't want to do papers too either. But guess what? We did. Because like she said, our parents wasn't having that bull crap at all. And we could try to complain to the teacher, but that would be a shutter downer. And it's going to be, it's all fun and games until the doctors and nurses are using ChatGPT and AI to do your medical procedures. Okay? It's all fun and games. And, like I said, last year, I worked for the Dallas Independent School District in the administration for 1 month. That's all I could take. And I wasn't even in the classroom. But when I saw things I saw and read the things I read, seeing the teachers and the staff have no support, and these kids running amok, not learning nothing, I'm like, oh no, I can't. I can't be a part of it. Can't be a part of it. Nope. I can't. And again, but you got people, going back and forth about the little Miss Shirley, and it's funny, and I'm just using an example since she is, popular, that's going around. These kids can do every TikTok dance. These kids can sing every rap song. These kids got Jordans, all these kind of things. Can't read, can't write. Don't know arithmetic. No emotional control. No comprehension. No attention span of a gnat. Because I see it in the workforce. Thank God I'm retired. What do you mean, Annie? Because when people would send emails using the same type of broken English or broken speech that they send in a text message. Where do they do that at? Oh, now? And for a while, I couldn't understand why some of my friends would continue to send, write out the text messages, not breaking up the spelling. I get it now. You got to use your brain. Got to use your brain. They don't want to write 5 sentences, but they will send you a grammatically incorrect dissertation via text message. And she is right. Everybody failing them. But it starts real little. Like, oh, excuse me, Miss Shirley's age. I'm so glad that I kept my child a child. I used to laugh. People used to make fun of her. Make fun of her because she wasn't dancing. She couldn't do the dances. I said my baby couldn't hold a beat in a bag. But she was smart and is smart. Yeah, they were from there all the way up. Being in the military, a military kid going from school district to school district around the country, I made sure my baby was on top of her stuff. If I had to get tutors, whatever, that was the priority. And the accountability. Because that's my job. That's the parent's job. And again, mothers, we're the first teachers. When I worked for the Dallas ISD, and again, just seeing it in these social media streets, never did I ever believe that I would see where there would be a special category of leave for teachers who are getting beat up by children and or their parents. But these gonna be the people making decisions. Dumb as a box of rocks. And I said it. Box of rocks. But they got the nicest Jordans, PlayStation 5, whatever you call it, all that kind of stuff. Ocular, whatever. And that's why you had situations like recently where the mother and grandmother the mother was being chased out of her own home by her teenage daughters with knives because she turned the internet off. But by that time, it's too late. It needed to be start right here. So, I know y'all ain't gonna like me for this. I don't give a damn. It's for whosoever will. It's for whosoever will. I'm telling you, the old school worked for a reason. Yeah, there's some things we need to bring forward and use with the new technology, but old school works for a reason. My daughter knew, you, I go to work and make things happen here. You go to school and you make some grades. I got my job, you got yours. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Take that with you.